Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Sprocket yet again, and we are back in the new update, where we can see the internals. Look at that. That guy's manning this gun, how awesome. Anyway, today what we're going to be doing is increasing the size of these cannons on the front, and building ourselves a whole new turret on the back for these guys to work in. How is that going to go? I really don't know, but let's go ahead and try. Okay, so as I said, let's go ahead and increase the size of these cannons at the front. They're going to be 57mm each on both sides. There we go, 57 and 57. From there, we're going to go ahead and extend this guy to be 700 instead. There we go. And 700 on this one as well. There we go. That is pretty awesome. Let's increase this to 30 on this guy. There we go. And 30 on this guy as well. There we go. And that should be good. They honestly look a lot better than they did. And if I go ahead and fire these, they look sick. That looks awesome, actually. As well as the fact that the actual rounds do stay inside. The other thing we need to do as well is actually add armor to this so that they aren't too, like, open. At the minute, obviously, their faces are only 10 mil of armor, which kind of sucks. Anyway, let's go to each of these guys. And I guess... I can't do it on both. Never mind. So we'll increase this to about 80 mil. We're then going to go to this side and do the same thing. Faces, there we go, 80 mil. Yeah, nice. On the sides, we're going to have to do a little bit there as well. All the way down the side. So this guy as well, there we go. And on this side as well. I believe we're going to go with 30, actually 55. There we go. That does mean some things aren't going to fit, but we can totally fix that in a second. Let's go to each of these and try and do this one as well. And again, these are going to be 55. Awesome. Yes, so now we need to go to the inside and we need to fix these. Bring them in, there we go. Bring these guys in as well. Awesome. I need to move this guy to the side slightly. Alright, good. And then I need to move this gun backwards. I think that's it. I mean, that is going to hit him straight in the face, but obviously he can move. So that's fine, I guess. Armor on the back of these turrets isn't going to be very much. So let's get to that really quickly and sort that out. Here we go. Rear side, rear side. Let's just go with like 25. There we go. We're barely going to get a shot here anyway, so 25 seems fine. And that's it. We now have armor on these turrets at the front. We have armor all the way around the tank. I am going to actually make these a little bit wider. Instead of 600, we're going to go to 800. There we go. And I'm going to make the wheels fit that as well. And there we go. All of the wheels are now wide enough as well, including the idler wheel, these guys up here, the return rollers, and obviously the main wheels. That is awesome. Apparently there is something that is obstructed. Not entirely sure what it is just yet, but there is something, I guess, probably inside of here that is obstructed. I don't know what that is, though. So we got to try and figure this out together. It might be that this guy is in the wrong area. I guess that makes sense. Let's go with sit angle and actually have him lean all the way backwards. So there we go. And do the same thing with this guy. Sit angle minus 20, please. There we go. Still, apparently something is obstructed. Still don't know what it is. Kind of annoying. Alright, never mind. We managed to somehow fix that, which is awesome. There we go. And both turrets still work. Fantastic. Let's move on to doing the main turret now. Don't actually know what that's going to look like either. Okay, so let's shove it in right here. Yes, we're going to have to move these two guys, but that's all right. If I can move this backwards into the right area, that would also be pretty good. Don't know how big this needs to be. Probably wider. So if I can, let's go to diameter of this. Make it proper wide. There we go. And then I think I'm going to go to this guy, and the depth of it is going to go down into the tank. I'm then going to grab these two and try and fit them in back there somewhere. And that seems all right, yes. We're then going to go to this guy, drag it backwards to here, drop it down, and leave it there. Okay, so we got ourselves a turret on the top now. Not big enough, but we got one anyway. Okay, so now it's our job to try and make this turret look nice. How are we going to do that? I'm not entirely sure. I really don't know. I'm thinking we make the front edge sort of somewhat rounded, kind of like this. And then the rear a little bit rounded as well, I guess? I don't know, so somewhat like that. I'm going to move this guy and this guy back over, all the way back to there, and we're going to move these guys off to the side as well. Hopefully, that's a good idea, but I don't know. Okay, I don't know which of these is actually correct. So if I go to this real quick, I grab this face and I just drag it out to the side. That looks awesome. I'm then going to take these guys off and these guys off as well, and possibly these ones, but I'm going to wait a second for that. So let's go ahead and grab this guy and do this. There we go, very nice. And then we're going to grab that guy, and this guy, and we're going to drop it backwards. Oh, we can't. Okay, well these guys are going to have to go in all the way to there, but that doesn't really work either, does it? Not really. Maybe if I grab that one and just send that in? Okay, I mean, I guess that works. So that's fine. Let's grab this guy, drag it forwards to there. We'll grab this guy, we'll send that bit backwards, and it's all going to be very boxy. At least for a little bit anyway. Let's go ahead and drag this guy off to the side. I actually think this should be quite wide, but I just don't know. I just don't know. Maybe if these guys were a little bit smaller, that would look better, possibly. I'd also actually like to go to the turret ring and make that a little bit taller as well. Can't do it though. Can't even find it. There we go. So height of the turret ring is going to go up a good bit. Armor thickness on there is going to be like 50, I guess? Hardly anyone's going to shoot us there. I mean, saying that, everybody's going to shoot us there. Right, let's leave it like that for now. Okay, how are we going to do this? I think what I'll do is I'll go to edges. I'd like these to be sort of straight for now, but I can't do it. So we're going to move this out to the side quite a lot. Then going to go to this edge, and I'm going to move that out a tiny bit too. Going to go to this edge, and I'm going to move that bit out a tiny bit as well. There we go. It's starting to look a little bit like a Tiger 1's turret. Round that bit off too. Excellent. That looks interesting so far. I think so anyway. So from there, we're going to go to each of these, and I'm actually going to make it taller. There we go. Alright, yeah, so far so good. Let's go ahead and lower this one down a tiny bit. And I'm going to drag this one, and this one backwards. There we go. Alright, I mean, that looks kind of cool, I suppose. What I'm going to do is chuck this guy in, because obviously that's in the wrong place. I'm going to go to faces, and I'm going to delete this guy. And I'm going to rebuild this in. So that's going to be fixed into there. Okay, awesome. This is going to be fixed into here. And I'd say that looks pretty sick. Yeah. I have a bit of an idea, actually. How about we actually take these guys, and instead of them being on the back, or on the top, sorry, we actually shove them onto these panels on the front. That then allows them out of the tank, obviously onto this area right here, which isn't the best, but it allows them out, and then we can actually make the turret even bigger. That might be a good idea, I guess. Alright, select all the points. I'm going to go ahead and drag this further forward like that. Going to drag it out to the side a tiny bit. There we go. I'd say that actually looks really good. Kind of, anyway. Let's go ahead and push this forwards a tiny bit. There we go. Obviously, we won't be able to shoot backwards with this, which I would say is probably a bit of an issue. But, yeah, that's not too bad. If we smooth off the rear as well, does that look good? Oh, that looks kind of cool. I like it anyway. I think I'm going to keep it. Okay, so what I'm going to do from there is go to faces, each of these to be exact. There we go. I'm going to extrude it. I'm going to move it upwards slightly, and I'm going to go ahead and push it inwards, just like that. And I guess I'm also going to do this too. There we go. Bit odd, but I think it works out in the end. I've also added this stowage to the back, just because I thought that might look nice. I'm going to go ahead and extend it a little bit, and I'm going to push this in so that it fits, and I think that's fine, yeah. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do is actually lower this, and that seems good. I actually really like it. Let's lower it down a tiny bit until it's below those, and I'm happy. So now we actually need to add a gun to this, but I'm thinking maybe we put it on a mantler of some sort. Not sure what though. Okay, so I decided that we actually needed to add a custom thingamabobby for this thing, because I feel like it would look nicer than the two turrets at the front. On the 2 turrets at the front, the reason I didn't do this is because I'd have had to copy it from one onto the other, and honestly that would have been a massive pain in the butt. In fact, actually doing this one, because this is my first one in the new update, was also a bit of a pain in the butt. I think next time I'd actually end up deleting most of it, and then building off of just 1 or 2 points. I think that would definitely make it a lot easier. Anyway, I went with a rounded bit right here because I thought it would be the nicest way of doing it, and essentially I just had to try and find a way of fitting it into the front right here. I then drag it down, drag it sideways, and drag it across, and hopefully this ends up looking pretty good in the end. It does take some time to actually see if this will work, because I wasn't sure the cannon would fit properly, but in the end, it totally did. It fit properly, it fit in, and it actually pointed in the right direction. Alright, so I was thinking that this wouldn't actually work, but actually the cannon is in there, and it seems to be somewhat fine, I guess? It will be able to aim up and down, as long as someone controls the turret basket right there somehow. I'm assuming we might need another guy in here, but we will wait and see. So, I want to make this a really decent gun. Let's go with a 157mm gun. That seems insane, but that's what I want to do. Yes. We're then going to make the propellant length actually quite a bit. We're going to go with 450. There we go. And I think that's all right. We're then going to have to make the barrel longer, obviously. So let's go with 750 on this. And we're actually going to make it quite thick as well. So we're going to go with 50 on there and 50 on here. Excellent. So far, so good. We're then going to extend it again. I think. So recoil segment, yes. And then this guy is going to be like 750 as well. There we go. And then we'll only go with like 30 on this. There we go. 30 and 30. Excellent. And this one's actually going to be a lot longer than that. Let's go with 2,000. Can I even do that? Yes, I totally can. So it's got some really weird vibes to it. It looks very Soviet, I suppose, with these turrets on the front right here. But then I think this cannon makes it look sort of British. I don't know, even though the turret's sort of shaped like a tiger tank's turret. I don't really know what's going on. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll try and make this guy do his job. So traverse operator, yes. That's for the main turret, okay, which means he should do... Maybe he can load the gun as well. Alright, and then this guy is going to be traverse for up and down. Oh no, you know what? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This guy should actually be... Hang on. Cancel what this guy is. Ah, I keep picking him up. This guy should do both traverses and probably cannon operator. And then this guy is going to be the loader. Does it work? Does the mantler actually work? Yes. Oh, it actually does. Awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is actually try and maybe put some of these things on there. So that's going to go on there like this. If I can put it in the right place, that'd be great. So shove it in and shove it into there as much as we can. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Again, if I could turn it around, that'd be great. Here we go. Twist it. Very nice. Let's move it inwards to about there. Drop it down. So that is correct. And that's good. Alright, send it across. So this is actually on this side right here. There we go. I then want to go to both of those. And I think I want to do this. Yes. Okay. I'm then going to extend them this way. Yeah, just a little bit. And I'm going to shove these both in. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good to me. I like it. Yeah. Oh, it totally works. That's awesome. Right, so now what we need to do is obviously add a bunch of detail to the turret. I do kind of want to put some of these on here as well. But obviously we're going to have some serious issues with that. So I might kind of ignore that for now and just start decorating the actual turret itself. So we'll add this down here and we'll add another one just above it like that. And that should look sick. Yeah, beautiful. What else do we need to do? I might actually extend the turret even further. Let's go to this real quick. I think what I might do is sort of make this bit of the gun look a little bit nicer. by changing the sizes of things around there. And there we go. So I've added a thingamabobby to the ender muzzle, and obviously you guys can see right here, I've added a bit of a taper down. I've also added a bit of a ring around there as well, and I've made it actually quite chunky. So obviously it starts back here, continues through the mantlet, and out the edge. That looks pretty good to me. I might actually extend it even further though, because at the minute it looks a little bit short. So if we go to this, in fact, I kind of want to make a bit of a... What's it called for the gas? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, 1 meter. No, let's go with 700 here. Add another one. This is going to be something like 350. Oh, wait, hang on. Why is that like that? Yeah, 400, I guess. Sure. And on each side of this, we're going to go 50 and 50. Excellent. And actually, it's going to be like 600 instead. And then we add another piece. And that goes back down to whatever that is. So 25. 25 right there. 25 right here. And we extend that to be 2 meters long. There. That needs to be longer. That little bit needs to be longer. Maybe even a meter. And maybe even fatter as well. Fatter than that. Come on. We're going to go up to like 70 instead. And 70 right there too. Okay, awesome. That's our new barrel. Oh, it's a big boy. But I like it. That's cool. Okay, so I actually need to put a sight on this. Unfortunately, the sight is gonna have to go like that kind of thing. There we go. And hopefully we can actually use it. So if I go to the cannon itself, we need to select a sight for it to actually use. Presumably the last one. Alright, this is the wrong cannon. Oh, no. Okay, so let's say that this one fires on 3. That's fine. This one fires... actually, these two fire on 2. That might make more sense, actually. So 2 there. 2 there. And then 1 there. Okay, so press 1. Hopefully these two won't fire, but we'll see. No, they're still firing. Fire group 1. Let's see if they fire this time. They're not gonna. Alright, good. So now we actually need to put some rounds in there. But first, before we do that, we actually need to give it loads of armor. So we're going to go with probably 100 mil right here. Yes. Okay, cool. Around the outside, we're going to go for less than that. So probably like 60, I guess. 60 mil, that's good. On the back, we'll go with like 60 as well. We might as well. There we go. And then around the top and also on the top, we're going to go with 25 because that's what we've done pretty much everywhere else. There we go, including these sides. Yes. What are we going to go with? 25, I think. 25. Excellent. And then this piece right here is already 100. All right, good. Yes. Oh, it's looking cool. So now that we've done that anyway, we need to add some ammunition. Let's go to these rounds. We're going to go to the interior, obviously. At the back of the turret, we're going to shove these here. We obviously need them to be the big ones. Oh. Oh, the big ones are big. The big ones are big, guys. Holy moly. Right, let's put that way. And push it back as far as we can before it breaks. Good. Send it this way. If I can. So, do this. Okay. How many rounds is that? That's like 4 rounds. That is not enough. Don't know why it doesn't fit there. Is it because of the thing that I've added to the back? It might be. Let's go ahead and take that off and see what happens then. Oh no. What are they interacting with? They're not interacting with those. Okay. Are they interacting? What are they interacting with? I don't actually know. Let's twist it to the side again. And here we go. Still not actually interacting with anything, so I'm not sure why the red box. This is very confusing. How about we get rid of some of these? There we go. I'll drag it further. Oh. When I drag it this way, it gets interrupted. Strange. Right, okay. Well, bring this upwards. A good few. There we go. How many rounds is that? So 9 there. And then we got an extra 4 down there. And then I might put some in the actual tank down in the bottom somewhere. Obviously not a very good place for them. But let's go with an extra like 8 rounds down here on both sides. That's an extra 16 rounds in the back. I might even make them a little bit more too. There we go. Extra 24 rounds. We got loads of rounds inside the tank now. Excellent. Okay, so let's select fire group 1, and we're gonna fire the main cannon in 3, 2, 1. Holy moly! Oh, that is a bit of a beast. It seems to be aiming up all the way now. I'm not sure what's going on there. Why is it aiming up so far? Where's it going? Come back down! No! Oh, you know what's happening? Where's the traverse thing for it? I can't find it. But this thing needs to be changed. Constraints, it's not gonna have any. Torque, increase that. Yep, we currently weigh, oh wow, we weigh a lot. Where's the traverser for it? Apparently it's up there somewhere. I don't see it. I don't see it. You know the little wheel? I don't know where it is. I have no idea where it is. Which is a bit of an issue. Because that's the thing I need in order to actually make this work properly. Ah. Yeah, that's a problem. That is a big problem. I need to find it, otherwise we're going to have some serious issues. Because I think that's what's actually making it go up too far. It fires alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is that all about? What is that all about? It just goes away as soon as I do that. Yikes. Okay, so I mean, it kind of works, but obviously we got some issues. Oh, that's annoying. That's very annoying. I need to also add some constraints to the front ones too. Otherwise, again, yes, we are going to have some big old issues. This being one of them, but I mean, I don't know what to do about this. I guess what we could actually do is add some constraints to it. Oh, the wheel thing isn't actually a thing, is it? Because I haven't added a mantlet. Yeah, that only comes with mantlets. Okay, we're good. So maximum and minimum. Minimum and maximum. We're gonna go with like 25 degrees and 25 degrees. Minus 25 degrees. Okay, so now what happens? Press F1. It started its meteoric rise, and that's as high as it can go. I don't know why it's not aiming down. Uh-oh. Literally, as soon as it becomes just that gun that's firing, it has some big old issues, and I think I'm going to try and ignore those by not actually selecting that by itself. Every gun is going to fire at the same time, and that's just how it's going to work. Also, because a lot of you guys got concerned in the past video about these being in the turrets, I've actually moved them down to the bottom, so now you don't have to worry. I'm actually really pleased with this then. So we've got one guy here, one guy there, we've got another guy in the front driving. We also have these two in the turrets. I could add a coaxial gun if I wanted to, I suppose, but that's not something I'm gonna do. I'm really happy with the way this is looking. So, what we're gonna do from there is add a few of these guys, probably, to the side, like this. Add another one next to it, pretty much. Dragging this one all the way backwards. We're then going to grab both, and I'm going to shove both in. Oh, you know what? That didn't really work. There we go. I think that's fine, yes. And then I'm going to grab another one. Shove it in the same place, pretty much. Drag it all the way backwards, and we're going to push it into there, pretty much. There we go. Okay, so we've got them all the way around. Excellent. I might angle this one slightly. So we'll do this. Boop. There we go. And on this one, we'll angle it too. Boop, boop. Excellent, yes. Alright, we got those going for us. I now actually kind of want to add a Commander's Cupola, obviously. So let's go to that, and it's going to be one of these. There, and I'm going to shove it right here. Okay, so far, so good. Hatches, I also wouldn't mind actually adding a big one of these to load and unload the rounds, obviously. There we go. And then that's probably it. Yeah, I'm going to add these guys as well, obviously. We do need some tools, because I accidentally deleted them. And maybe some more tools. I don't know, should we have tools on top of the turret? I don't think that makes sense over there. We could add them on top of here, or even on the sides, or even on the back right here would be fine. Yeah, I'm going to do that. There we go. So tools right there and tools right here. Good. Anything else that needs adding? I don't think so. I'm going to add these to the side of the turret. Yes, and I wouldn't mind actually adding these to the sides as well so we can actually see out if we need to. So I'm going to move that down to there. And I'm going to have one at the back as well. There we go. Just in case we need to see out. I also wouldn't mind actually having them on here as well, so I'm going to do it. There we go. Not in the centers, because we don't need them in the centers, but on the outside. Why not? Why the heck not? There we go. Alright, they better be in somewhat the same place. They're close. There we go. Alright, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this. I actually really like it. Let's go ahead and change the color of it, figure out some more stuff, and go from there. In fact, I'm thinking this. We scale it all the way back. We go with red. Yep. Less green. Less blue. More saturation. Less saturation. Oh, I don't know. I kind of want it to look like that old school one, but never mind. Right, how about 100, 100, 100? Oh, that looks sick. Saturation up. We go with that. Oh, that looks beautiful. We're going to make it German, as we do quite a lot of the time. This isn't actually German, is it? What if we do make it... What is this? A minimalistic version of the German Balkan cruise, introduced near the end of World War I. Interesting. Is this what, like, Hungary and stuff used? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and shove this under here. Yes. We're then going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. So it actually goes on the side. Beautiful. I really like that there, actually. It looks quite nice. We're then going to put some on these turrets down here as well, just little ones. Presumably on the front of them. There we go. And right there as well. Excellent. And then we're going to put some here. And presumably one on the back. Somewhere. Probably little. There we go. Okay, sick. That looks awesome. I'm actually really pleased with it. I do think in the future I'm going to do it slightly different to this. I do want it to look better than this in the future. And I'm going to try and maybe plan out what I'm going to do next time. Because honestly, this is all on a whim. I didn't plan any of this, except from the fact it's going to have 3 turrets. I didn't really plan it at all. Turned out quite nice though in the end, I would say. So there you go. What have we actually ended up with then? We've got a tank with 2 57mm cannons on the front in these 2 turrets. We've then got a massive cannon up here, which is 157mm. And it weighs 93.52 tons. That is absolutely insane. We got a driver in the front, 1 guy in this turret, 1 guy in this turret, 2 guys in this turret. And we don't actually need anyone else. So, there you go. Anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. I think in the next one, we'll actually complete the full tank in one video, because I think that'll probably be better for you guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.